Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, also publish on Rumble, access support on Patreon, and everything is on the description below. So not much happening here for today, but still we got some interesting stuff here, especially from AMD. There has been an issue with the power consumption when the GPUs are on idle. It seems that in some cases there is a way to fix this, especially in this case the 7900 XTX drops like almost 90% off in a 4K 140 Hz monitor, while VRR, so variable refresh rate, is enabled. This is from these guys from Computer Based. I think they were doing some changing around with their setups for the hardware reviews and the such, and they also put and for that they had the Powernetics tool. It's for wattage consumption monitoring system here, and they noticed that while they were redoing all the things here, especially regarding AMD and some Intel, and here for the 4080, that as you can see here, there is like a lot of reduction on the power consumption and idle states. As you can see, this is for desktop idle, so one monitor, dual monitor, window, and then YouTube STR 60 frames and YouTube HDR 60 frames per second. And there is a huge amount of reduction on, especially in this part here. Or usually the most cases will be the single monitor or the dual monitor. If you are a content creator, usually there is a lot of cases that we have like two monitors, and it seems to resolve the situation, at least in their cases. But again, there is a caveat that it might not be like an overall fix in terms of power consumption at idle states. We saw some kind of reductions here and there. For example, in the 6800 it gets like 79% also, but yeah, in some of them there is like margin of errors in some cases here and there, but yeah, in terms of the AMD, which is the bigger issue regarding power consumption at idle states, usually it's idle states, it's just desktop usage, just still without moving the cursor. Seems to have like this fix, at least for them. It's one of the things that it's always good to try out, because variable refresh rate support, usually it has to do with I forget it's the VSync stuff, the adaptive sync in case, or free sync in the case of AMD. It's just check on the driver part if there is activated or not. If you have like a Radeon, the latest one, the 7900s, maybe it will fix this situation for you, because the fact that there is idle states and the power consumption is up more than it should be, it will not make a huge difference, but it might have some longevity issues in the long term regarding this kind of situations here. But it's something that we might remove like 1 month out of 10 years, something like that. But it's always good to have things properly working. Regarding Intel, we got some soft launches, which is basically launching without announcing more mobile GPUs. In this case, the A530 and A570M GPUs, which is aiming for different kind of course, different kind of power TDPs. And we have here the complete lineup at the moment from Intel. I don't know if it's there are some missing things here, because reviewers and everything, they didn't launch any product for review with these mGPUs here, but yeah, should be on par. It's more middle ground to fill up their lineup for sure. But yeah, it is what it is. Not much else here from Intel at the moment. I just hope that Battle Mage will be a good launch here. Now we got a lot of games coming in August. This is the 1st of August, and there is some highlights here from WCC FTech, but here there is a more complete list of the games that are launching. I just put on green the ones that are most excited about, and the yellow ones are a little bit on the fence here. So you got Baldur's Gate launching in 2 days, Baldur's Gate 3, Atlas Fallen. I didn't see a lot of stuff happening. We got some videos with some gameplay, but I'm not very sure. I don't know how this game will work. Also, we got Vanguard. Seems interesting, the mechanics, like the fencing game that you might have seen some trailers here and there, but I'm not sure how good is the game. The game is. We got Gord with the one with the kind of city management kind of a game. The main characteristic here that got my interest is you have to, in certain cases, I think we have to sacrifice villagers to appease the gods. We got the Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. Seems pretty interesting. It's kind of like in terms of gameplay, it's like the Commandos, old Commando style game, similar also to Shadow Tactics, the game that is also out there. We got Fort Solis. Never seen a lot of. Maybe I missed some gameplay trailer or something like that, but it's very narrative driven, very an indie game, but it seems pretty interesting. I think it happens on Mars, the setting. So it's kind of a sci-fi horror kind of game, very narrative driven. We got Blasphemous 2, the sequel to the Blasphemous 1, so kind of 2D Metroidvania with kind of Dark Souls-y kind of combat. And of course we got Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon launching by the end of this month. This is the most excited about here. For sure it will be a very good game at minimum. And of course we got a lot of other games here. For sure some of them are more in tune with your taste, but for me they didn't spot out to my liking, or they are not really made for me. But yeah, I will leave the links in the description on the list so you can keep an eye on it. And let's see, we got I spoke yesterday regarding the Ryzen 8000, so the next ones that will come out, and I talked about the compute units. Seems that these 40 compute units will be equivalent kind of to a 6750 XT in terms of desktop GPU stuff here, performance in a mobile space. So this is the high end. Seems pretty good that we can manage, that they can manage to put this kind of processing power on a APU, which is basically on par with the PlayStation. With the PlayStation 5 kind of performance around about. We'll see how it goes. I think it will only launch around, I don't know, by the end of this year or maybe next year. We don't have like exact launch dates here. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, as a note here, the 7600 basically features 32 compute units, which is not much. It's not a bad product. It's completely wrongly named, and the price is over the top here, as almost every GPU that launched in this generation. But yeah, not much more happening. Just some gaming deals here. Citizen Sleeper, it's 40% off. It's kind of D&D kind of rules with some dice mechanics here, so a lot of RNG is being played here around, but seems pretty interesting. It's an indie game, cheap game. I think it's like you're trying to manage around a spaceship kind of a thing here. Seems interesting. Also we got The Witcher. It's still on promo. The Wild Hunt, the complete edition, offers ends in like 5 to 6 days. $15. If by any chance never play this game, usually this is the best price that you can get at the moment. And of course the added content that you can get from mods, it's very good. And also we got Atomic Heart. It's on promo now. 34% off. You got the demo if you want to try it out before you buy it. And we got the premium edition. 40% off. I think this has the season pass stuff here. They're being updated in the game, and I'm not sure. I'm never sure about this. I think they already launched one of the DLC stuff. No, they are going to launch tomorrow. Yeah, that's why I think it's on promo, which is it's one of those bunker stuff, I think, areas that they have. I never played the game. I avoid spoilers regarding any games that I want to play in the future. But yeah, I think it's a good deal here. It launched this year, of course, so that's why it's like only for 30s or 40% off. But still, it's a very good deal for a recent game. And I'm going to wrap up for today, guys, with my GoGetFundMe, you know the thing. And yeah, see if we can, if I can improve a little bit more what I'm doing here, and also for my private clients. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.